Hi. So, if you've made it this far, then congratulations. You weren't bored by my incessant rambling. um, I hope that you take something beautiful away from this video. I hope that you cry tears of joy and happiness. But mostly, I hope that you find something of value in me sharing my story. Because the lesson learned for me was unconditional love. And hopefully that can be the basis of my children are so loud, I'm so sorry. Hopefully that can be the basis of this video. It's just, it was done with love. Nothing more, nothing less. I should probably go before my children kill each other out there. I have all three of them today. Oh, and one more thing. Wee! Be free. And Genevieve, dear sis, that was for you. I love you so much. Okay, bye. Break, right? Literally, this is going on to a third video because this is so long. Oh my God. But you see how important this story is. It is. It's so important. So, my reaction was anger. I stopped talking to them for months. I just disappeared and I went into hermit mode. And I went through this massive uprooting and massive inner work, shadow work, healing. And it was so intense. And it was the most intense inner battle I ever went through. And it was because of that moment. And honestly, I wouldn't have gotten here if it wasn't for that moment, for that experience. And so I am so grateful. So grateful. I couldn't see it then because the pain was so intense. And you know, honestly, still to this day, I cannot explain the connection, why it was so deep. Like I said, I've had numerous relationships, tons of terrible bad breakups, and none of them can even compare to that moment. That moment, that feeling of I've lost this connection. That's what it felt like. It literally felt like a piece of my soul had gotten ripped from my body. And to have that connection with someone you've never touched, kissed, made love to, even talked on the phone with, video chatted. How? How is that possible? How? My logical mind doesn't understand it. She doesn't. My higher self completely understands. My higher self goes, all of this happened for you, for you, for you, for you to grow, for you to love. And even now, seeing them together and loving them together as a whole, as their divine counterparts, has taught me so much more than anything else in this journey, could have taught me. It's the best thing that could have ever happened to me, honestly. it was this beautiful, bittersweet lesson about unconditional love. And I had to learn it. That's how I had to learn it. That's how I had to learn, because at the end of the day and at the end of all of this, I realized I still loved them both so much. And I still do. And that beautiful lesson of learning to love, in spite of how much it hurt at the time, that is a lesson that I would learn again and again, because it brought me here to this wholeness, to this new, beautiful, vulnerable, open version of me. And I wouldn't have experienced this new wholeness to myself without it. Yeah. It's been a beautiful, wild ride. I'm grateful for every moment of it, honestly. So that was how I was propelled into wholeness by my false twin. And then, so then immediately afterwards, like, I was literally in the thick of like healing, and I met this other beautiful soul who I'm so grateful for. And we, he found me on YouTube. I swear, they all find me on YouTube. I'm gonna cancel my channel, guys, so that they don't find me anymore. Just kidding. So in the thick of healing, and I find this beautiful soul, and he gives me this ginormous tip, money-wise, on YouTube. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my God, my eyelash. And I thought, why? Why is he tipping me this huge tip? And I was so grateful, right? Because it was like the start of my abundance, right? It's what triggered it, trickled it in, started it. That, and like my whole healing and becoming whole and getting rid of all the false beliefs, all of that shit, right? Whew. So my second false, that's how it started. He sent me this huge tip, and I wrote him, on Instagram, and I said, thank you. I'm grateful for you. And like, the other part of me was going, why? Why did he do that? Does he like me? Does he have a crush on me? Why? What's your angle? Boy, what do you want? Like the cynical, like unhealed part of me, because I wasn't quite there yet, was like, boy, what you want? Why are you tipping me? You think I'm a stripper? You think I'm gonna fuck you because you gave me a huge tip? Boy, bye. No. Right? That's how like the old me was. She was like, what do you want? Why? What do you want? What secret hidden agenda do you fucking got going on? Boy. You know what I mean? So, and then we started talking, and we hit it off. Like, immediately the connection was bam, like so strong. It was like we had so much in common. And then, I gave him a reading, and then, oh my God, stop blowing on my phone. So then I gave him a reading, and then like, we were video chatting every night till like 3:00 in the morning. Like, it was crazy. And like, I don't know. And it was funny because I never put any thought into like, oh, this is my twin. It was just like, this guy's so cool. He's my friend. He's my buddy. I like him. He's cute. Do I see myself being able to, go any further? Probably not. He was way younger than me, like fucking crazy, like amount, like 17 years or something like that. And I was like, no, maybe not that much. I don't know. I think he was 23. I'm not sure. Okay, and I'm 40. How many years is that? Comment below, because I don't know. Okay, I think it was 17. I'm not sure. So I thought, no, there was nothing serious about it. It was just, two friends. We found a mutual connection. It was like soul family. And then, you know, basically what happened was he started making hints that like he felt like this really strong connection. And then I started to be like, hmm. Yeah. I mean, maybe, right? Maybe. And then we both started seeing 11:11. Like every time we would talk, like we would do meditations together, 11:11, 11:11. It would just show up every time we were talking. We'd be talking, video chatting, we'd look up 11:11. And we were like, what the fuck, right? And we noticed it and we're like, maybe. And we would make jokes about it, like, oh, you my twin, But like, it was just joking. It was not like, it was not serious, anything like that. So then, you know, one day in meditation, I seen something that made me believe that it was possible that he could have been my twin, right? And I was like, oh my God. And then I thought, maybe it's just my mind playing tricks on me, whatever. So I just disregarded it. And then fast forward, I got really sick for a long time during these new energy integrations. I got really, really sick. And I got strep throat. And around the same time, he got it too. And we had never met in the physical. We video chatted. We'd never met. Just like my first falsie, okay? We had never met. With my first falsie, we never video chatted. We didn't talk on the phone. There was, like occasionally he would leave me voicemails or whatever on social media. But we had never video chatted. We had never met, face to face. So, yeah. But with this one, we video chatted, but we had never met. We had never physically touched. We'd never kissed. So the odds of him getting strep at the exact same fucking time that I did were strange, okay? So immediately, like, white, red flags, whatever, started going off in my head. And I thought, oh my God. Maybe, oh my God, maybe he's my twin, right? so then I'm like, I like hinted at it with him and I said, what the fuck? Like, do you think? And his response was, yeah, I think I've been trying to deny this connection, but I think that it's possible that yes, you are my counterpart, that you are my twin, right? Those were his words, not mine. And, then he was like, oh, well, I don't know though, because I don't feel worthy. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I got some more issues I need to heal, whatever. So I told this friend of mine and I'm like, oh my God, I think he's my twin, And then I'm like, but it's weird because I'm at this stage of my life where I feel whole, but he doesn't. And I'm like, the stage where like I'm super duper like coming into myself and I'm starting to find my power and my confidence, and he's nowhere near that. So then she's like, oh, well, heal yourself and then it heals your twin. And I thought, okay. So then I this is right around the time that I had started this super intense healing journey because of my first false twin. He kind of like catapulted me into it. And so then, like, it was revealed that this person probably wasn't my twin, because when I got to the realization that I was whole and I felt the shift. I knew that I was coming towards the end of my major trauma healing journey. And I'm not saying, here's the thing, our healing journey is never completely over. You get to this point where you feel whole and you know that you're whole and that you're a part of Source and that you're co-creating with Source, right? And, you're aware of like the whole hologram illusion, all that shit, blah, 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 blah. God, it's so fucking deep. If you have questions, direct message me, because I know I'm going off on a tangent. And some of this you might not understand if you're at the beginning of your ascension journey. I'm sorry. because you might not understand some of the shit that I'm going off on. But okay, so you become aware of all of this, and then you realize that you're whole and that you don't need anything outside of you, and you become content, and you realize you don't need anything. You don't need a man, you don't need dick, you don't need money, you don't need this, you don't need that, and you become content, and you know that everything is within you, all the answers, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. You know, I know I'm going so fast, but you know, when you get there, you get there. You just know, like, something clicks and it all feels right and it all makes sense, okay? But that being said, the journey doesn't ever truly end. You're always striving for better. You're always striving for more healing. You're always integrating more parts of yourself to become more and more whole, right? So it's beautiful. But I knew at that moment when I had those epiphanies, like 4 days ago, that I was whole and that I was there and this shift had happened. And I didn't hear from him. You know, there was no, and I still haven't heard from him. Like, I don't know, I want to say around maybe a month and a half ago, it was like he just disappeared and then he was gone. And he's not even like really in my life at all, like as a friend even, which sucks because, you know, we do have a connection. There's some kind of connection there. Soul connection somehow. I definitely have knew him in a past life, but at this point I believe now that he was probably like my brother or my dad or something. I don't think he was a lover because that sexual attraction was never really there, I guess. You know, and I fantasized about him for a while and tried to force it, I guess, because I thought this is my twin. I have to be attracted to him. But you can't force it. It's either there or it isn't. You know, and still with my false twin, holy shit. I still that pull, that fucking pull. It's still there. It doesn't go away. I don't know if it'll ever go away. He's still the only person that has ever drawn that type of reaction from my body, from my soul, from my core. I'll never understand it still. It's there. It's there. I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever go away. I don't know if it's always going to be there. I just know that it's there. And, you know, it's strange because it's according to him, it's only one-sided. Like, I'm the only one that feels it. So it's so weird. I feel like sometimes like I'm a lunatic. Like, I'm just like, why do I feel like that when to someone that doesn't feel anything at all for me? It makes no sense, right? I don't know. It's crazy. But like the universe is not stupid. There's no accidents. You know, the universe is way too fucking intelligent for mistakes and fucking bullshit, you know? So there's a reason for it. I don't know the reason yet, but I know that there is a reason for it. There's a reason why, you know, if our old karmic debts are paid, I still fucking have that feeling. And it's different now. Like, obviously it's different. You know, there's no intense yearning like there was in the past. But all of the connection, all of the soul, the feeling of home, excuse me, the vagina beat, the vagina pulse, it's still there. Like, I still can't talk to him without I so fucking embarrassing to fucking admit that. But part of being authentic and real is this, like all of it. The fucking dirty, secrets in the fucking closet. Ah, boogity boo. Coming out to scare you. So, yeah, with my second twin, I'm getting like heated up just fucking talking about it. It's ridiculous. Stop it. What witchcraft dost thou do to me? I put a spell on you. I'm just kidding. I don't know. He probably did. I'm just joking. So, basically with my second twin, my second false twin, I tried to force it into something that it wasn't. And it wasn't. So, you know, he disappeared shortly after he admitted that he had this connection with me and he thought he might be my twin. Then he just disappeared. And that was like, I want to say, I don't know, almost 2 months ago. So, you know, I feel like if he was my twin, he would have came forward and, you know, felt the shift. And he's not my twin. My vagina doesn't pulse when he, you know, just doesn't. Just doesn't. I can't help it. And all of that being said, there's a point to this. The point to this beautiful story is this. I wouldn't have reached where I am right now, finding my full power, the fucking phoenix, rising from the ashes, without this experience. I wouldn't also know the template for the type of love that I want. I wouldn't know that I will not settle for anything less than that vagina pulsing, vagina heartbeat, soul yearning, shattering, cracking open type love. That like I know that I'm whole, but I feel like I cannot want to be without you type love. Like I'm content doing my own thing and I'm independent, so don't smother me, but I really, really want to breathe you in and eat you type love. Such a stupid fucking paradox, but that is me in a nutshell. It's like don't smother me, leave me alone, let me do my own thing. But be obsessed with me. Be fucking completely enamored, obsessed with me. Dream about me, think about me, eat me, sleep me. Breathe me in. Type love. So it became the template for that type of feeling that I want. So I feel like when I do find my twin, it'll be kind of something like that magnetic feeling of home. And my soul will know. It'll just know. And so lately I've been following my intuition in everything that I do. And I already did that. Of course, you see me on my Instagram. I say I'm aligned. I'm very source guided. Every single moment of my day, I feel like is led by source, by my higher self, by my divine connection. That's just how I live. I think when you get to a certain point in this journey, there's no other way. Because trying to go against it and not surrendering makes it so hard. So I've been following my intuition even more so now because I know it's leading me to my real thing. I know it is. The real deal. And that experience became my template. It's like my soul will know him. It'll yearn, it'll cry out for this person, my person. And it's crazy. I get DMs all day, all day, all day, all day. I have people sometimes day in, day out. Like, this is not exaggeration. I've had friends in my spiritual community. They make hints. I think I'm your twin. They don't come right out and say it, but they make hints. And they're not it. They're not it. I don't know. I don't know who it could be, but I know who it isn't. When I open the DM, I automatically know. My soul feels it. My intuition now is so strong that I don't even bother. I don't bother even responding. Because as soon as I open it and I don't feel that pull, I go, nope, it's not you. You're not the one. That's how much I trust myself and trust my instinct and my gut and my intuition. And excuse me. My spirit guides are trying to shut me up. They're like, you're saying too much. I'm speaking my truth. So, and then just recently I had, a connection with a friend, a male friend, and he's just a friend. But I feel like lately he's been making hints that he thinks that I'm his divine counterpart or his twin. He's not. And there's so many reasons why I know. I only see him as a friend. There's no physical attraction there. And the main thing for me, and a lot of people will argue this, I know because it's not popular opinion, but it's my truth, and I know it down to the core of my soul. It is my truth. He's married. There is no part of me that believes that source or my higher self would send me a twin who's married. Because my self-love is too great. It's too strong. Morally, I couldn't see myself taking that step back and being with someone who's married, even if they were my twin. And that's just my personal opinion. So here's the thing, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because in my perspective of right and wrong, and keep in mind that right and wrong is all perspective. There's no real right or wrong, right? There's not. There's no black and white. Everything is kind of middle line. But, in my strong opinions of how love should be, I wouldn't want to be with someone who was, married to someone and then decides to leave their spouse because they think I'm their twin. That wouldn't make me happy, because then I would feel like, you do that, and how do I know that you're not going to do that later on down the road with someone else? And it's not even about being insecure, because it's like, no, I'm secure within myself. I know what I'm working with. If that was to happen, it would just be like, boy, bye. Like, you, are you kidding? If it's that easy for you to go, then go. Like, I'm not going to keep you. I'm not going to fight for you. Like, are you crazy? Like, that's the beginning. That's fucking the kindergarten. Like, we learn that, like, the beginning of our spiritual journey, like this self-love. And, it's like, I don't know, I feel like that's just like the 1, 2, 3s, like the fucking beginner lessons of fucking the alphabet and shit. Like, so this video is 2 hours long. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm probably going to get some unsubscribers because I just said Jesus Christ. I love Jesus. Okay, I believe he's a wonderful ascended master. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody. Okay. You know, my friend Soul Moon Rising Tarot, she pulled a card for me today, and the card literally said this: you're not for everybody. Duh. Captain Obvious. And she laughed. She said, oh my God, I love you so much. But this is what it says: you're not for everybody. But guess what? For your soul tribe, you will be perfect. And for your one, you're going to be his ice cream bitch. She didn't say that. What she said was, you're not for everyone. Follow your true north. Home. That's beautiful. And that's what I've been doing. I'm following my true north home. I am. From right here. Following my true north. My soul will know. And I'm not waiting. Right now, I'm falling in love every day with, excuse me. I'm falling in love with life. I swear to God, you guys, it's so strange. I feel like lately, this past 4 days, I feel like I've been falling in love with the drop of the hat, with everything, with life. I can't even explain it other than like, for example, I saw 3 doves outside my window the other day. And I literally, I just started getting teary-eyed. My heart started doing this like wonderful, like little dance. And in my head, it was like, I said, I'm in love with those birds. Like I was just in love with the sight of them. The peace, the message. 3 doves, 3 times the peace. My heart just cracked open again. It was beautiful. I fell in love in that moment with the moment. And excuse me, I swear, the spirit's going, shut the fuck up. They're trying to, either that or I've been talking too much. It's like 2 hours long. Fuck, I've been talking so much. Some of y'all clicked past this. Some of y'all fucking forwarded. Some of y'all ain't gonna watch this all the way to the end. But those of you that do, oh my God, this is for you. It's gonna crack some of you wide open like it did me. The love, the journey, the joy, the story, right? It's meant for someone. I don't know who made it this far. We'll see. I bet you half of you won't make it to the end. So, the moral of the story is this. I'm following my true north. Home. Home is not a place. Home is a person. People say it all the time. And it is. It truly is. Your counterpart's your home. Right? It's that feeling. That feeling that your soul knows. And in the meantime, I'm not waiting. I'm loving every part of my life. I'm enjoying everything around me. And, you know, I put this quote on Instagram recently, and I just now started to resonate with it, really resonate with it and feel it. It said something like, and I wrote it, I fall in love 1,000,000 times a day with souls, with feelings, but mainly with myself. And that's the greatest gift of all. And it is. It's true. I do. I fall in love 1,000,000 times a day with so many people. And not even just like romantic love, like platonic romantic. Sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes it feels romantic. I feel like literally like I'm in love with the whole world. It's so weird. Like a friend, a male friend, a female friend will be like, I love you. And I literally will be like, oh, and I feel like I'm in love with them. It's so strange. I get this like butterfly feeling and I go, I love you too. And it just feels so amazing. I can't describe it. Is anyone else feeling like that? Like you just fall in love a million times a day with people, with souls, with energy, with feelings, experiences, sense, taste, with this, with the things you see here, with the things you know here. I know it can't be just me. Find your way back. Find your way back to you. Yeah. That's the best part of the journey, right? Finding your way back home. Your first home. Finding your way back to you. That's what it's all about, bunnies. Find your way back to your soul. It's worth it. All the pain, all the drama, all the lessons. It's worth it to find your way back to you. It really, truly is. That's all I have to say. I was going to do a twin flame reading for my girlfriends to try to connect to the divine masculines for them. I don't know if I'm going to do it now. This has been a really long video. I might still. The energy's there. The love is there. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But if I don't, I'll probably do it the next day. Anyways, I guess that's it. Find your way back to you, bunnies. It's the greatest thing you'll ever do. I promise you. I love you all so, so much. And for those of you that have stuck along this far, all like, 85 of you, 85 of my subscribers. Thank you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for helping my dreams come true, for sharing my videos, for sharing my moments, for sharing my vulnerability, my joys, my dreams. Thank you for sharing my journey back to myself. We've come a long way, haven't we? We have. It's so beautiful. I love you, bunnies.